Well, March and April are here. March is kind of come and gone.
I was going to say, what are you talking
But March,
about?
we're going to talk about March. And spring break is in full effect down at Walt Disney World. And there is tons and tons of news out of Disney to talk about on this week's episode of Mouse Talk. This is Mouse Talk episode 95 for the week of April 7th, 2019. Mouse Talk, a bi-weekly podcast, most of the time, where we give you up-to-date Disney news from Walt Disney World, and we sprinkle in the other parks around the world. Well, hello everyone, I'm Walt.
I'm Melissa.
From Mouse Talk, and we are back and better than ever with another episode of Mouse Talk. Thank you for the delay, folks. We've had a few technical...
The delay. Thank you for your patience.
Patience of our delay. In the fact that we've kind of had some technical difficulties and some other personal things going on, so it's kind of delayed
Right. That's more
our podcast.
kind of going on. Things going on here at home that kind of made it unavoidable. And we're really sorry because I know we promised a couple of people, oh yeah, we'll have it out this weekend. And yet another week has already gone by. So we appreciate you still sticking around and waiting for us to bring it to you.
Yep. So we are back and we got a lots of news to talk about. But before we do that, real quick, our mousekeeping. Of course, we do live streams every Tuesdays and Thursdays on YouTube. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have merchandise as well. So if you're looking for like a cool Mouse Talk t-shirt, you can check out the description below for sizes and colors. More people are starting to check them out.
I know, that's fun.
Yeah, it is fun, so we appreciate that. And of course, finally, if you'd like to help support our channel, we do have a new PayPal account. Your donations will be used to help make our videos better, with better content, including equipment upgrades and more things like that. We try to make our videos better each and every time we can. So any support is always much appreciated, but never expected.
Absolutely.
So in the news section, this is where we're going to talk about some of the big stories going on right now around Walt Disney World. And let's get started with some interesting news. What do we have, Melissa?
All right. Well, first off, Disney is to charge for in-room deliveries now. Walt Disney World hotels are now charging a $6 service fee for in-room deliveries of packages and groceries. If guests request the grocery order or packages to be delivered to your room, the charge will apply. Pickup at the lobby continues to be complimentary. The fee is per order, not per bag.
This is an interesting one that just went down this week, the week of April 7th. I saw this and I thought this was kind of an interesting new fee that Disney is now charging. So anything, let's say you want Disney to go to Walmart and get you some waters, get you some sodas and stuff like that, and you want them to bring it to your room, they now charge for that.
I can kind of understand that, as much as it irritates me sometimes when they charge fees all the time. I know you have to do that with most places when you do grocery delivery. Like if you do a grocery delivery service, which is very popular now. Now we go do a pickup service, but there are a lot of places where you can order groceries right from an app. They bring them to your house. You have to pay for that. So I guess it's the same kind of thing. If they're having to actually bring it up to your room, I guess, I can see why they're doing it. It's just, one more thing. So.
Yep. Yeah, but if they just bring it to the lobby and you come get it, they don't charge it. So that's good.
Right.
Yep.
And that is good. That way you have an option, and if you don't want to pay the fee, you'll just hoof it to your room on your own.
Yep, absolutely.
So at least you have an option.
Yes, you do. Yep. So we just wanted everybody to know about that. Also in the news,
Jaleo is now opened at Disney Springs. So the latest addition to Disney Springs, Jaleo, had its grand opening this week. World-renowned chef Jose Andres was there to celebrate and help open the restaurant. Jaleo at Disney Springs is the 5th location in the U.S. and the first in Florida. It's also the largest. Jaleo is now open to guests for dinner with lunch service to begin soon. And it is a little pricey from what we've seen on it. And they do actually have a little quick service location as well called Pepe.
Yeah.
You could check out a great dining vlog on that. Corey Meets World did a really good vlog on the quick service. But it's pricey. Even the quick service seemed pricey. So you're going to pay a decent amount of money for this eatery. The stuff looks good. Servings seem a little small for what you pay for the price. And like when you get quick service, it looked like, if you order sandwiches or I guess what the popular thing is on their menu, it doesn't come with a side. So if you want chips or you want a drink, all that is separate. And like sandwiches seem to start around $12. So
it's pricey.
It is pricey. And in the meals inside too are just as expensive. We've seen a couple different vlogs on that.
Yes. Lunch is now served there. That has now updated since then. So that is now there. So this has now been open for a couple weeks. And go check it out. It looks really nice. I love the decor of the restaurant itself. The whole architecture of it is really, really inviting and nice on the outside. We've seen it. It's a good addition. It's definitely authentic Mexican.
No, it's not Mexican. It's Spanish.
Spanish. That's what I meant.
And I like that because it is a different genre than what other restaurants are down there. So it adds an additional selection that we didn't have already. So that I did like. I know they have paella, a lot of different things that are much different.
Yes.
And even there are things there I would definitely try, but even some of it I was like, oh wow, that's completely different. And the menu is all like in Spanish, so it seemed like it was hard to read or understand. So I'm hoping, because when you go on the Disney app, it tells you what the items are, but there isn't a great description of what that item is. I'm assuming that when you're in the restaurant, of course, the menu will tell you that, and your server will probably be more than happy to, but it was hard for me to determine without watching other vlogs to understand what those menu items were. So that I wasn't super thrilled with.
Right. So there you go. So Jaleo is now open. Be sure to check it out. If you like authentic Spanish food, that's going to be the place to go.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Pepe looks really nice. I've actually seen some things on the menu from what I've seen that I would try.
Yeah,
so they'll have a little bit of the authentic, but also something for those that might be a little bit picky.
But not a lot for the kiddos, from what I understand. So if you're looking to take little ones, plus it's pricey, for a couple people, just for lunch, you're probably looking at $40 for 2 people. So if, you want to take little ones that aren't, they really don't have a kids menu. So just be aware of that as well.
Keep that in mind. Also, Walk Around the World bricks are to be removed at the Magic Kingdom. Now, enhancements and reconfiguring of walkways are coming to all 4 parks at Walt Disney World. Included in that will be, of course, the tram loading and unloading zones, enhancing security, and more. All of that is going to get like a remake done. So due to the transformation, the bricks from Disney's Walk Around the World near Magic Kingdom and the Ticket and Transportation Center will be retired in the coming months. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
The bricks were originally committed to be displayed until 2011.
Oh, yeah.
Since the bricks were not designed to be removed individually, they'll not be able to be taken home. They're not going to be able to save them. But guess who did sponsor a brick can purchase a commemorative version while supplies last. The cost is $10 and can be purchased from now until August 31st.
That's cool.
This is interesting because I'm glad that you're able to get a commemorative. You can get it over by the exit to over by Space Mountain. I think that's where you can purchase them right now. So if you were somebody that had a brick, if you're looking to get a commemorative one, they're giving you that opportunity.
It's almost too bad you have to pay for it, though, if you did pay for the one. But I guess if it got 8 years more than it was supposed to, you got your money's worth.
Yeah, you did. You did. It was only committed till 2011. They went till 2019. So
right.
Can't be too upset about it. Things change. Things change all the time, and they need to enhance that area at all these parks. They're definitely outdated. The security, the way they do things, they could definitely make it more efficient.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Now there's a new Splash Pack add-on for Disney's water parks. Disney has introduced a special food and merchandise bundle pack to add on to a guest admission ticket to either Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon. This will be just started, I should say, March 26th. Guests can opt in and purchase a Splash Pack, which includes select food options at the park, a refillable water park mug, and a Disney-themed towel. Very cool. Each splash pack is $44 per person plus tax. Splash packs can be purchased at select locations inside the water parks and can be only purchased on the day of use and valid for same-day use only.
Right. So you can only purchase it that day, and you have to use it same day.
It seems a little pricey to me. I like what you get, though. It's great for a water park. It might be fun if you don't have a super big family, maybe a couple of you going in there, get that refillable water mug, get the towel. It just seems a little costly because obviously that's in addition to what you're paying for admission.
Right, but you get food options as well.
Very true.
So it's a package that's there. Obviously, it's not something you have to pack. You don't have to purchase it, but it's an option if you choose to. You get food options. You get a towel. You get a water park mug. Yeah. It's Disney pricing for what it's worth. It could be an overall good deal, depending upon how much the towel is alone. Yeah. I mean, the towel could be $20 alone. So check into it and see what it offers. It's definitely now another option for things that you might want to purchase if you're going to a water park.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what food options they are, too.
Yeah, me too.
So
Absolutely. So now that's the in the news section. Let's move to the around the park section next. Of course, that's where we go to each of the 4 different parks and in Walt Disney World, and including out at Disneyland West Coast as well. And we'll talk about any happenings going on. And we have tons to talk about. We'll start with Animal Kingdom. Now, Disney has announced this week that Rafiki's Planet Watch, and they actually announced this a little while ago, that Rafiki's Planet Watch will reopen to guests this summer, 2019.
that surprised me.
Yep. The area will return to operation with a few new enhancements in celebration of The Lion King. Of course, the movie's coming out. Planet Watch closed back in October 2018 for operational cutbacks.
Yeah, I actually thought this was a permanent closure. I thought there was rumors going around they were going to make that part of the park into something totally different.
Yeah.
So this took me by surprise.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think it was coming back either. There was really no hint that it was, but now all of a sudden it's come back. I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
sure.
I'll be interested to see what the new enhancements are. Hopefully they've changed a few different things to make it a little bit more enticing.
I think it's good for families with little ones.
Yeah.
Because you got to meet Doc McStuffin, some of those characters.
Rafiki's over there.
Yeah, the little petting zoo. I think it was a great area for little kids. We only ventured over there, I think, twice in the 8 trips that we've been there. It's not something that... I don't know that we'll make an extra effort to go over there on our next trip. It's hard to say.
Yeah, but it's a nice area for the little ones. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend you at least try it once.
Try everything once.
Yep, absolutely. Now, also, Disney's Animal Kingdom is offering a new dining offering.
So a new family-friendly dining offering is coming to Animal Kingdom. Circle of Flavors Harambe at Night begins with a welcome reception at the Wildlife Express train station and will take you to the train station at Rafiki's Planet Watch, then continues on to Harambe Market. You'll take in the sights, sounds, and flavors in celebration of the Lion King and the big 5 game animals, the African elephant, the rhino, the Cape buffalo, the leopard, and our host animal, the lion. Along the way, you'll have the opportunity to learn more about the importance of the big 5 and the challenges they face around the world, as well as how Disney is working to protect them. Now, starting at the train station, you'll receive light hors d'oeuvres, snacks, and beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, while enjoying acoustic music before hopping on the train to ride over to Rafiki's Planet Watch.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I think this is fun. Upon arrival, you'll be greeted with more light bites and sips. And hanging out in the train station, familiar friends Timon and Rafiki will be available for character greetings and fun interactive activities for all ages.
Nice.
Once you've finished up at Rafiki's Planet Watch, hop back on the train and get ready to venture over to Harambe Market for the main event. Throughout the marketplace, you'll enjoy an array of sweet and savory dishes paired with unique beverages.
Nice.
Now, Circle of Flavors Harambe at Night begins on July 24th, 2019 at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, this is where it gets pricey. Pricing is $125 plus tax for adults and $99 plus tax for children ages 3 through 9. And separate park admission is required, of course. Reservations can be made starting April 3rd by calling 407-WDW-DINE or by visiting the Walt Disney World Resort dining page. Annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members can receive early access to reservations starting on April 2nd by calling the same number.
Yep.
So that actually sounds really cool.
It does sound really cool. It's really neat that you get to get on the train twice. Once to go over to the Planet Watch. You can do some stuff over there. Then you get to come back and you get to have dining over at Harambe Market. It sounds really, really neat. It is pricey, but if you're able to do it, it sounds like it could be a really good time.
It really could. I mean, and they also have alcoholic beverages. I think maybe, again, it depends on your pocketbook. It depends on the number of people in your party in your pocketbook. But this is something I would consider doing. I mean, you figure if you go to a decent restaurant and dine in and you go to something that's higher end, a premier, you're going to pay a couple $100s for a meal. So this sounds like a really fun experience. And it sounds like with having several different stops and different, little light bites and then actual meal. Again, I want to see more about what the offerings are going to be food-wise and drinks. But this could be a really fun thing. This is something I would love to do with you, hon. To be honest, I think it would be great. I
do, too. I think it's nice. I love the fact that they're adding in some character interactions as well. This could be a really fun thing. How long it'll last, we'll see. But I like this. I think this is really, really cool. And I highly recommend that folks look into it at the very least.
Absolutely. And we'd love to hear about it. If you try it, be sure to let us know. I'm anxious to see as much about this as possible. This is one of the ones that's really actually grabbed my attention more than some of the others. I really, really like this idea.
Me too. As for refurbishments over at Animal Kingdom.
None, but just so you know, Cali River Rapids should be reopened by now. I know they were looking to reopen the end of March. So time to get wet again.
Absolutely. Well, it's getting warm down there, so it makes sense.
It definitely is.
Yep. Now, over at Magic Kingdom, a few things going on over there as well. Now, if you haven't already noticed, the moat around Cinderella Castle has been drained in preparation for the walkway widening construction that's about to begin, if it hasn't already begun. The walkway that links Liberty Square to Fantasyland behind Cinderella Castle is getting bigger. The existing narrow walkway can easily be blocked by a stroller or two, and it makes for a difficult time getting through. Widening the walkway will provide a more convenient shortcut from the central hub area to Fantasyland. I agree. Mm-hmm. I love that little area back there. It's cozy. It's cute. But that being said, this is true. One or two strollers being stopped right there, and it's hard to get through.
Yeah. And every sacrifice, I'm like, why are you stopping in this area? It's so narrow already.
Yeah. So
but things do happen.
Yeah, no, things do happen. And it's that area right there is a really nice picture of the castle, too, from the side.
Right.
Beautiful pictures right there. But I am really glad they're widening this. They're not going to widening it to the point that it's going to be ginormous.
Right.
But they're probably going to double it where it is right now. So I'm glad they're doing this. Don't you think?
It needs to be done.
I think so, too. It's just, again, it makes it more efficient, and it definitely is going to help with the traffic. So there you go. Also, over that way at the Haunted Mansion at Magic Kingdom now offers an on-ride Photopass.
Love this.
The camera is located at the beginning of the ride, and the picture will be linked to a user's account via your Magic Band recognition. So a Magic Band must be worn on the attraction for the image to successfully link. Please remember that. There is no preview screens at the attraction. Instead, everything will be done electronically via the My Disney Experience app, the Photopass website, or a Photopass center on property.
I love this.
I do too. I think it's fantastic. It's high time they got a Photopass in there. Mm-hmm. Wherever it is, I don't care.
The more the better, I think. I think love so too. The ride photos, and I love that they link. And it was like that with Mine Train, and I love that they did a little video, and it would just pop up on your Photopass later in the day. It was so fun to watch that and experience that, especially for us, I think, as you're riding back to the hotel on the bus and you're tired and can go back and relive your day. I think it's great. So, and the pictures are very cool. They're very kind of like black and whitey, I think. Yep. And you have like the Hatbox Ghost over your head, and you're in the ride vehicle, and it's really, really cool. So I think everybody's going to love it. I
thought so too. I thought they looked really fantastic. Yeah. I'm very excited to get it for the first time. And once they finally do it, it's going to be pretty darn awesome looking. Mm-hmm. I love the way they look so far. It's just really neat. You got the Hatbox Ghost. He's behind you, and the pictures kind of look black and whitish.
Yeah, they're eerie looking. Like,
they are eerie
just like
looking.
They should be. And they have the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. You're like in a picture frame, like you're hanging on the Haunted Mansion wall with the purple wallpaper behind you. It's cool.
It's pretty neat. I can't wait to get ours. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep. Now, also thinking of kind of villains and scary stuff.
Yes. So Disney's After Hours event is expanding with the one-of-a-kind Villains After Hours event from June 6th to August 8th only. These special After Hours events are scheduled for June 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th, July 1st, 11th, 18th, and 25th, and then August 1st and 8th.
We just miss it.
Yeah, we do. We just missed that. I think it's going to be cool. So basically, you'll have your normal complimentary snacks, small crowds, and access to most attractions, and still be offered. They'll still be offered, but additional offerings will include Hades and Meg from Hercules. They'll set the castle stage ablaze in this all-new stage show, Villains Unite the Night, which will also feature appearances by Jafar, the Queen, Dr. Facilier, and Maleficent.
That sounds neat.
Yeah, and this is even cooler.
Yeah, this is.
Maleficent the Dragon from the parade during the day will be let loose for the first time at night, breathing fire as she creeps through the park as a one-of-a-kind experience for party guests. Villain-inspired additions at Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain will be added as well.
Yep. Also, a variety of special food and beverages will also be available for purchase, including desserts, drinks, dishes inspired by the Queen, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, Hades, Dr. Facilier, and even Emperor Zurg. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Event attendees can also purchase new logo merchandise, as well as items from a curated collection. Say that 3 times fast. A curated collection of the best Disney villains merchandise available. Now, the cost is $139 plus tax in advance, and it's $144 on event night. Discounts of $30 for annual pass holders and DVC members.
I do like the sound of this, too. The only thing that I don't like, and I know you and I had talked about this, is that they don't seem to have any specialty villain meet and greets like they tend to have
Correct.
on these nights. And they specifically said in what we read that they will not really be offering them. So that's a bit of a disappointment.
Right. Now, they might not be villain meet and greets, but maybe there'll be other meet and greets.
Sure.
You know, special meet and greets. We'll have to see as we get closer to the dates. I mean, the first one is June 6th, so we still got some time.
But I don't get that. If it's a villain night, they should have some villain meet and greets. I mean...
Yeah, I think they have... they haven't really specified why they're going this route. I think that's kind of peculiar as well. Mm-hmm. I'm just excited by this. I think this is a lot of fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. I would love to be able to do it. A lot of different stuff going on.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
I think it's neat. And the price, you know, if you're a DVC or annual pass holder, you get a nice discount of $30.
That's not so bad.
That's not bad. So if anybody out there is going to check this out, be sure to let us know what you thought of it.
And considering you can probably get as much done in the after-hours event as you could in a whole day in the park.
Almost,
it's probably worth it. You figure if you're paying $109, I mean, isn't that the cost of a regular ticket as it is? Mm-hmm. It's really not bad.
No, not at all. Refurbishments?
Yeah, really no changes since the last time we actually did one of these about a month ago.
Yeah.
Walt Disney World Railroad is still down until further notice, and the Tomorrowland Speedway as well, all because of the Tron construction, of course.
Yep, that makes sense. Let's move on over to Epcot, and there are a few things going on over there as well. Now, a new film is coming to the Land Pavilion's Harvest Theater. This is the theater that the former home of Circle of Life.
Yeah.
I know, which was one of your favorite.
I liked it.
It's called Awesome Planet, and it's an on-screen exploration of the realm we call home, showcasing the spectacular beauty, diversity, and dynamic story of our Earth with all the grandeur guests have come to expect. That's kind of neat. Mm-hmm. With spectacular nature photography, immersive in-theater effects, and space sequences created by Industrial Light and Magic. Those are the people that basically do all the work for Star Wars.
Neat.
Awesome Planet delivers an environmental message that will resonate far beyond its final scenes.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad they're putting something else in there.
I'm glad it's going to be something that, again, is going to be for education.
Although I hope that doesn't mean people are going to overlook it, because I feel like people just always kind of overlooked Circle of Life. And I enjoyed Circle of Life. And most people just didn't really care about it. So
no, I agree.
We'll see.
I like Circle of Life. I think we're going to like this as well. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. Hopefully it'll go well.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. And it's got some in-theater effects as well. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it.
I am too. Absolutely.
Now, dates for the 2019 Food and Wine Festival had been announced. This year's festival will run from August 29th to November 23rd, 87 days, making it the longest in food and wine history. Kiosks and entertainment information have not yet been released, but we'll be sure to keep you posted.
Yep. So 87 days this year. It's going almost 3 months. Well, at least 2. August 29th to November 23rd.
No, that is 3 months.
3 months.
3 months would be 90 days. So.
Yeah. It's crazy how long this festival is, but it's such a popular festival.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. So as we get more information about, the Eat to the Beat and more about the kiosks, obviously we'll pass that all along to you. But dates have been announced. It's funny, we'll be down there August 29th.
Even better, we assumed that it would be starting as we're rounding down our trip, and it will. So, hooray, that'll be our second visit.
Yep, and what's funny about that date is what happens
the day after.
No,
it's the day of. Oh my gosh, it's the same day that Star Wars Land's open. That'd probably be a good day for me to go over there and you go to Star Wars Land, and I can eat and no one will be there.
There you go. Yep. Now also,
that's hilarious.
Dates have also been announced for this year's Festival of the Holidays. The festival will run from November 29th to December 30th. The festival is a tad shorter than last year's, but that's due to the fact of Food and Wine's extension. That's why it's going a little bit longer.
Gotcha.
The wildly popular Candlelight Processional, as well as the storytellers and kiosks, will return as well. And as we get more information on the kiosks, we'll let you know about them. The storytellers are going to be the same, I think, that they've always done, but they're extremely popular as well.
I know. I'm looking forward to us finally maybe being able to try this at some point, because I feel like everybody always says it's the least favorite of the festivals. And I don't know. We're just really into Christmas time.
We are.
So I'm curious to see what we'll think about it. But because I love that time of the year. So I don't know.
Too. And I'm interested to be down there and learn the other cultures and how they celebrate Christmas and things of that nature as well.
I think it's awesome.
I agree. No refurbishments going on right now at Epcot. Lots of construction,
right,
but no real major refurbishments going on.
Just new stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. How about Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, we got stuff going on all over, guys.
We do.
Now, I'm sure you've seen some vlogs on this, but Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy debuted as of March the 30th at Hollywood Studios. This 10-minute show features a really cool animatronic of Lightning McQueen, mixed with awesome video displays on a large 200-foot wide wrap-around screen. Outside the theater in the courtyard is a photo op with Cruz Ramirez, plus a dance party for the young ones. Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is just off the Rock and Roller Coaster courtyard, which are in Sunset Showcase. The show plays continuously and does not have a Fast Pass option at this time.
Gotcha. Yep, that's true. We've seen video of it already. It looks
really cute.
It does look cute. Absolutely. The animatronic for Lightning McQueen is really cool. I don't know how they do that, but he looks really neat.
Yeah.
I highly recommend, if you have little ones, especially ones that love cars, that they check this out because it looked pretty awesome.
Yeah, it did.
It's definitely geared towards the little ones, I'd have to say.
Sure.
Especially outside the photo op and the dance party. It's definitely kind of geared to the little guys and girls.
But that's good. They need stuff.
Absolutely. Check this out. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, also over at Hollywood Studios, it's 1 month away from turning 30 years old, and Disney is decorating to mark the occasion.
Very cool.
The 30th anniversary logo is up all around the park, as well as some special banners customized to characters from that area of the park, which can also be found. The banners are fun and very colorful. Be sure to look for them if you're in the park during the 30th anniversary celebration. I love the 30th anniversary logo. I think it looks really nice, but the other banners that they have throughout the park are really neat. Like if you go over by Launch Bay, you'll see some Star Wars banners. Nice. If you go over by Echo Lake, you'll see other banners. Or you go over by just different areas, you'll see Cars banners. It's just really, really neat. I love the logo. It's simple, nothing major to it, but I think it's really cool. And I can't wait to see them.
Yeah. Nice. They have like a BB-8 and Minnie and Mickey. It's kind of like themed to the new ride coming up, of course. Yeah. It's kind of that new animation, which I'm still questioning, but very cool. Yeah.
I love the banners. I love them. I think
nice.
They're really fun. They're really colorful. I'm glad they have different ones out and about. Be sure to check them out. So look at your light poles as you go by, and I'm sure you'll see those banners. They look like fun. Now, Disney has also been doing an extensive reimagining of the bus loops at Hollywood Studios, and the new loops are now open. These new bus areas will greatly improve the arrival experience from resort hotels. The loops hold more than 50 bus stops and are located within minutes from the park entrance. The bus stops load and unload on both sides, and all the stops are covered and have overhead fans.
Nice.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Restrooms are also available as part of the bus stop complex. They're in the area.
Good.
The bus stops are the first phase of a major redevelopment of the park's main entrance area, which will also see security checkpoints and a new tram station.
Very cool.
The bus stops look really nice. We've seen them.
Yeah.
Very spacious. You're undercover, which is fantastic. There's been so many times where we've been at Hollywood Studios with the old ones.
Yeah.
And the rain was coming. We're like, oh, Lord, we got to try to get under there and squeeze under.
Yeah, it was awful.
That won't be an issue now. They look really great. They're going to do wonders. I think it's going to make everything so much more efficient.
They look just like the old ones, just much bigger.
Much bigger.
Much bigger.
Much bigger. I'm so glad this is happening. It's going to be such a renaissance for Hollywood Studios. For as much as we said it was a half a day park, very soon it's going to be a full day park again.
They're getting there. They're real close.
Yeah, they really, really are. And then finally, over at Hollywood Studios, Toy Story 4 arrives in theaters June 21st, as we all know. And one of the main characters from the movie will begin to appear at Walt Disney World in Hollywood Studios. Bo Peep will be appearing at Toy Story Land for the summer.
Nice.
No actual word on whether this is a permanent meet and greet or not, or if it's just temporary. But as we get more information, we'll find out. Now, she's going to be in her new outfit from the movie. She's not going to be
in her dress and her.
She's not going to be her, what we're used to seeing. She's going to be in the new outfit.
Interesting.
Some people have mixed emotions on this. So some of them want to see her in her, her formal outfit, or what do you want to call that?
The Southern Belle dress, the bonnet, and the crook.
But as of right now, that's not what she's going to be appearing in. She's going to be appearing in the new outfit. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, and we'll see if this will become permanent or if it's just
I'm thinking it's just during the time of the movie.
Probably.
You know how Disney does that. I'm sure she'll stick around for a little while, but usually they don't stay forever.
Yep. And no refurbishments going on over at Hollywood Studios, but of course...
Lots of new stuff.
And Galaxy's Edge is right around the corner. Out west, Disneyland... Nothing going on event-wise, but there are some refurbishments.
Yeah, pretty much the same ones. The Sleeping Beauty Castle walkthrough is down. Supposed to be reopening at some point this spring. Cafe Orleans actually will be closed from May 6th to the 16th. And Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is also going to be down from May 16th to the 23rd. So I know some little girls are going to be pretty unhappy if they're down there during that time frame. So... that's that for you. And at California Adventure, the Silly Symphony Swings, down March 4th, they have not announced a reopening date yet. And the Red Car Trolley is down as of April 1st, and no reopening date on that either.
Yep, and no real happenings or events going on at California Adventure. So that's it for Around the Parks. Let's move on to this date in Disney history. And Melissa, what do we have? We're gonna stick with March.
Yeah, because we had these done for March and we didn't get to present them to you. It's still early April. We decided not to change them because we'll have another episode in April. So these are from March. So just some fun facts. March 1969, The Love Bug was released, and to celebrate its release, Disneyland brought in 101 Volkswagen Beetles into the parks.
Wow, how about that?
The owners of the cars decorated them to win prizes, and the winner received a brand new 1969 Beetle.
How about that?
And I think someone in our vlog talked about this, how they said they didn't win. They were really upset. So it's funny. Someone in one of our live streams, I think, actually talked about this, which made me kind of chuckle.
Cool.
March 1975, the Lake Buena Vista Shopping Village opened. Now, of course, you know it as Disney Springs today. So it's neat that it's been open that long. This shopping area has gone through many transformations since its opening 44 years ago. Some of its many names have included Downtown Disney, Walt Disney World Village, and Disney Village Marketplace.
Very interesting. And now it's Disney Springs.
I know.
And it's funny how over time things change, because when it was Downtown Disney, we weren't big fans of it.
No.
We loved
it was
Disney
okay.
Springs. It was fine.
But we didn't make an effort to go down there. And this last trip, we spent a good amount of time down there.
I love Disney Springs. They've really transformed it.
It's like a whole different place.
It is.
Only reason I know it's the same is when you get into that area where the Christmas store is.
Yeah.
And some other things, it's like, oh yeah. Or like where the Ghirardelli chocolate shop is. That kind of looks the same. But other than that, I feel like we're in a totally different area.
It's true.
It's really strange. March 1999 is when Test Track finally opened after almost 2 years of delays, replacing World of Motion. I did not know that. With speeds at 65 miles per hour, it is actually the fastest ride in Walt Disney World.
Yep, how about that? Of course, our first trip was 1998.
Right.
So we didn't, it wasn't there when we were there. Interesting.
Yep. And I didn't even go to the Epcot in 1998.
Nope, you didn't.
March 2013 was the first stage of New Fantasyland when that opened, bringing us Storybook Circus.
Yep.
So since that was open in phases, just like Star Wars Land's going to be doing.
Yep, yeah. So, people are talking about Star Wars Land opening in phases. That's why I've always bring up, this isn't precedent. They've done it before. They did it with this, and when they did it for New Fantasyland, the final phase was Mine Train.
Well, they even did it for Animal Kingdom Park. I mean, they didn't open Asia till, a year later?
Yep.
So, I mean, they've done it with openings of parks, not just lands. So.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yep. And then finally, our Did You Know That? We have a fun one here.
All right. So, kind of carrying over from our dates above, did you know that there are only 31 cars in the Test Track ride? I would have thought there would be a lot more.
Yeah.
And each of them, but they only actually use 25 to 26 of the cars regularly. Believe it or not, 25 cars can accommodate 1,200 guests an hour. They were also designed to last 1 million miles each. They each travel 50,000 miles a year.
Interesting.
This is scary to me, but the original plan was for the cars to go 95 miles per hour on the outside stretch. But due to steep embankments, it was lowered for safety reasons, which I'm glad of because the 65 it goes now is way more than enough for me. The ride is also built to withstand hurricane winds up to 200 miles per hour. So that's probably the place to hide if you haven't been they'll let you in the park if they close it down. Sounds to me like everybody needs to head to test track if there's a bad storm.
Absolutely. That's really fun. I didn't know that. How about that?
Yeah.
I can't imagine going 95 on that ride. 65 is fast enough.
Yeah,
That's
agree.
crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is. So there you go, folks. That's it. That's our Did You Know That? And now we're going to move on to our final part. And, of course, that's the most important part. And that's where we give our shout-outs to individuals at random. We just pick folks out there, folks that maybe have interacted on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, wherever it may be. We like to let you know that we see these interactions and they mean a lot to us, and we care that you guys interact back. So we do shout-outs to show kind of a thank you.
Absolutely.
But there's always a blanket thank you to everybody for listening.
We love you all.
Watching, whatever it may be. We appreciate you taking the time out to spend it with us. So our shout-outs today are...
John Hazelton. Thank you, John. Dee Hazel. Donna Jaworski. Samantha Lowe. And Leanne Smith. Thank you all so very much.
Yes, thank you all for your support, following us. It means the world to us. So there you go, folks. That's it. That's our episode for this week. That's our Mouse Talk episode 95, if you can believe it. We're getting very, very close to 100. I can't wait to get there.
We'll have to come up with something special when we get to 100. And if it's at the pace we're going now, it might not be till December.
It's true. No, we'll get there soon, I hope. But thank you all very much for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell notification as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're out there. Just look for Mouse Talk. You'll find us. And other than that, we definitely appreciate you coming out. We have partner channels. We have AJ at the Kingdom Times and, of course, Steve from Steve's World. Great channels. Please go check them out.
Absolutely.
We will be back again on the week of April 18th, we hope.
That's our goal because Easter weekend happens to be the 21st. I'm sorry, the 20th and the 21st. It's also the weekend of our two boys' birthdays. So we have a lot going on that weekend. So our goal will be to bring out our next podcast but prior to that 2 weeks, so we're not in the position we're in right now.
Exactly. But thank you all very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.